Before this video starts, I just want to give a massive shout out to all my channel members. If you want to receive a shout out, then become a channel member today and you'll be shown on screen like all these other channel members here. Anyways, enjoy the video. In version 14.2, a brand new unit was added to the Lugas, this being Mamolan, who gets their name from the Japanese word mamoru, meaning to protect, watch, or guard carefully, and whose kit reflects this by being a base defender. But is this Luga able to be good at what it does, or will it playing peekaboo not be helpful at all for your defense? Well, let's answer this question and discuss the Mamolan. All footage of Mamolan here is at level 30. Now exactly what are Mamolan's stats? Well, Mamolan has a rather short health pool of only 10,020 and deals a very minuscule 3,400 damage. However, at least for their health isn't an issue as this unit literally has 0 speed, the key ingredient to them being a base defender in the same way that Paragon Cat is. Mamolan also takes the record for the highest standing range away from Mamolan Pasalan, sporting a massive 1,400 range. Okay, but their damage is still absurdly low, so what sort of crowd control effects does it have? Well, Mamolan has a 100% chance to weaken enemies for 6.67 seconds or 8 seconds with treasures. This gives them an uptime of 46% or 55.2% with treasures. This uptime for a base defender is alright enough, though it can leave a noticeable gap if you don't plan around for the downtime. This unit also has a summon, but unlike every other summon, whose range is 800, their summon has 1300 range, along with the same weakened duration as the actual unit. This summon is great for when you need to fire off a quick, massive burst of damage against groups of enemies at the base, or if you need to extend Mamolan's weaken for a longer period of time when it enters the downtime phase. This unit also has 3 immunities, immune to knockback, warp, and the boss shockwave. All of these immunities mean Mamolan isn't able to be repositioned at all. It critically, however, is not immune to waves, surges, or explosions, which can leave them extremely vulnerable to these forms of attacks. Enemies with LD such as Delphina also counter this unit hard, as they can hit behind the base and quickly dispatch of Mamolan. They don't need to worry about enemies with Omni Strike, however, as unlike LD units, who use their inner range as their range against the base, Omni Strike enemies use their outer range as their base range, and since Mamolan sits behind the base, they can't get damage unless said enemy has wave, surge, or explosion, or a disconnected Omni Strike, as is the case for Infernal Tyrant Neandem. However, this unit in 90% of situations isn't all that viable to bring, as this unit is wholly reliant on enemies being close to the base. Unless the best strat for a stage is to lure close to the base, or the actual stage length is extremely short, then they'll just be an empty slot in your lineup, as they quite literally are unable to move away from the base. In stages that you can use them, then they are a pretty solid option as a way to easily debuff a wide range of enemies, but otherwise it's usually just a dead slot. So, how good is Mamolan? Mamolan's unique role as a literal base defender makes their use case a mixed bag, as if the fight is brought close to your base, then this unit is able to be an excellent option to help slow down the enemies, but otherwise, it just occupies a slot that isn't getting any use. Mamolan is one of those units that a lot of the time you will bring just because you can't think of anything else to throw into your lineup. Their vulnerability to waves, surges, explosions, and LD enemies can also limit their usage in some stages, as this unit's sheer fragility makes it even a slight sneeze kills this unit. If they work, then they can be of great help. If they get left behind, then it's just dead weight, and the use cases of this unit are entirely dependent on the stage you play. With all that said, I want to thank you for watching this analysis of Mamolan. If you thought this insight was interesting, then be sure to give it a like and subscribe to the channel if you enjoy Battle Cats content, and comment down below your thoughts on Mamolan. I'd love to hear what you all think of them. Also, shout out to the following channel members: Dr. Deadly, Potato King, Gross Cat the Best, Barely Grover, Uberless, and Irbriel for being silver members or higher. If you want to receive a shout out like these channel members here, then become a silver member or higher today. Becoming a channel member supports what I do in a way that helps keep the lights on, and channel members receive an exclusive role on my Discord server, which can be found in the description down below. Anyways, I hope you have a wonderful day.